we're in a great time to be alive right now. We really are. Not only
look how excited
I was happy about this because hip hop was dead for a while, bro. It really was.
Yeah.
And
it was crazy because the conversation was that
it was dead.
It was dead. The superstars was not rapping.
And no offense, but hip hop was Sexy Red.
Yeah, it was all that.
Big Glow,
Playboy Cardi, Young Boy.
Yeah, it wasn't like what we was used to.
Yeah.
Now, I can't give the credit to Drake, but I will say Drake at least ignited a fire under some of our favorite artists. And also now him to me, we'll get into the details, but him losing this current battle to Kendrick has really ignited a lot in the hip hop world. I think he's
it's a lot of questions.
There's a lot of.
I don't think he ignited it.
He had to.
No, I just genuinely think because of the history and now the tweets popping back up, he just genuinely hated this guy until the point where he had enough. I don't think that's a key to ignition. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's just you just get tired. What was that? I just quoted Three Strikes, the movie, because of Cinco de Mayo. I think about that party scene every time Cinco de Mayo. It's a loop in my head. But remember when they were about to fight the big dude? He said, I'm tired of this shit. That's what it is. Like, he's just like, I'm sick of this dude. Like, I've had enough.
He reached his boiling point.
He reached his boiling point.
Yeah.
You see somebody doing something and you just don't like what they do, and they not about that, and you just like, man, I really don't like this dude. And then it's just like, it's over.
I think, and then thinking back on the J. Cole shit, I think Kendrick and Cole had a conversation about this at one point, because when we talked about J. Cole coming back at Kendrick and we were talking about the tone in his voice, and then he apologized, like, it just made sense that he knew that, damn, look, let me just stay out of it, because some of what Kendrick is saying, maybe he's seeing, or maybe he's, he's in this place where Drake is still partying and getting on hoes and da-da-da. Man, it's some truth to whatever this nigga was telling me back in the Gap. Let me fall back. And then now Kendrick is airing out all the shit that he's been saying or he wanted to say. And then, it's just coming to the light.
For the record, I would like that episode to play back. And when I was talking about the J. Cole, I said he knew where his tone was. It wasn't matching with Kendrick's. He backed out because he knew he ain't on no. This ain't no lyrical. This ain't no lyrical competition shit. This is, I don't like this dude. If you siding with him, I'm coming for you. And he ain't on that energy, and he understood that.
I still don't like you apologizing. I don't like that.
Be clear, I still don't like the apology.
I don't like the apology at all.
But it's
as a human being, I can see, but on some hip hop shit, no.
Like, understand that on the hip hop shit, but this ain't no hip hop shit. This ain't no hip hop.
Yeah, it's past that now.
This is hatred.
I don't think it's gonna.
J. Cole should have never responded to Kendrick.
That's what I feel like.
Saying.
That's what I feel like.
This is what I'm saying. Let me use an analogy. We hooped in the hood before. You know those games when they really like, when you trying to post somebody up and they form the shit out of you on your back, and you on that team and you like, oh yeah, I need to just play one-on-one.
Yeah, or the next time down the court, you just square up. Like, it's no more game anymore.
It's no more game.
Boxing. Yeah.
It's no more game. Yeah. J. Cole saw that early. Like, he already put it out, but he saw the writings on the wall, and he was like, oh, this will be on. I'm not on that. I can back out. That's fine. Everybody now is so, hey, J. Cole the smartest in the room. J. Cole is, like, remember everybody, oh, J. Cole, I can't fool with J. Cole. Like, he knew this was this energy was on.
I still feel a way
still
about
kind of play
that. I still feel a way. And I don't know if it's because, I don't know why, but I definitely still feel a way about it.
I just feel like if he would have just been on that energy where he like talking, like compromising his character and all that stuff, then him backing out would have been like, oh, nah, that's weak. He literally ain't pretty much say nothing other than I'm the best. Your discography is iffy, mid or whatever. And then that's when he backtracked because he knew, again, like, hey, I shouldn't be discrediting this man's work because that ain't what we on. And he knew that.
Okay, let's go to the timeline of these.
So your timeline starts with Like That.
Okay.
Like That. No, first person shooter, if we want to be honest.
Right.
Which everybody says that there was supposed to be them three on the song.
Mm-hmm.
It appears that maybe Drake had sent a request because Kendrick mentions it.
Yes.
Hey, why you send a feature request? We still got some shit to address.
Mm-hmm.
He says that in what? Euphoria?
Yeah.
One of those.
Yes.
Okay. So starts with first person shooter, and then Kendrick responds on Like That.
Yes.
After that, Drake really just
Let me pause. First person shooter, Drake maybe had a line or two, but that was a cold thing.
yes.
But it was really the underlying thing about it. I feel like he was more he was more offended that you requested me to be on this song knowing we don't fuck with each other.
But we're just talking about.
But we didn't know that at the
beat.
time.
We didn't know that.
We didn't
I'm
have
saying
that.
on Kendrick's behalf.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's what's
Hints.
like, you know, the song didn't really just go at him like that crazy.
It didn't. Yeah,
But
yeah.
just the fact that you were sending me something like, why you sending me an invite to your party knowing we don't
fuck
fool with each
right.
other?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I get that.
Hence, that's why J. Cole jumped out the window to respond to Kendrick because he went so hard on first person shooter.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, cool. So
Yeah. So after that,
like that,
but then J. Cole responds.
Praise response.
And apologizes. So that gives everybody
He's
says,
wiped
hey,
out.
Everybody, now we got the heavyweight fight.
Right.
So you had your prelims, Rick Ross.
Okay, throw that in
Rick
there,
Ross.
but that's important.
Nah, because they started having a wealth off. That's not important. to me.
But that track he dropped was live.
but nobody's listening to that
Fine.
ever again.
Cool.
Are you okay?
Cool.
Casey, are you gonna turn on that Rick Ross track ever again in your life that he's dissing Drake?
Probably not.
Nah.
No one is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I watch his Instagram stories more
Yeah.
now.
That's what I'm saying. That's what he's the troll.
Right.
Okay, so you had Rick Ross drop, and then Drake comes back and responds to everybody on push-ups.
Right.
7 minutes, no hook, straight, respond to everybody.
And that was good.
And I think that's one of Drake's flaws in this, in my opinion. He got to stop responding to the weekend. Fuck the weekend. No.
You can do that.
No.
You can do that.
Man,
because everybody was you had 2 albums
You
put
have
out
to
about you.
focus on the one nigga who got
Not
you
yet.
right
Not yet.
Man.
Not yet. Because just think about it. You got Future, you got Metro, you got The Weeknd, you
They are
got
not
Kendrick,
threats.
you got Rick Ross. I'm just saying, on push-ups, he addressed that and then got at Kendrick to warm up. And then you dropped again with the AI
She
shit.
did Tailor-Made, which was creative.
Yeah,
You know,
that was
some
good.
people call
I
it
I
still
said it was
jam that
creative,
shit.
but I still felt like it was corny
Yeah.
because he did the 8 Mile stuff and used the Tupac voice and didn't even rap in his cadence.
Yeah.
Like that's like, for me, trying to do an impression, but you can't do the Eddie Murphy laugh.
Fair.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
get you that. I get it. But he
that's
still
why
did
I
it.
didn't. That's why I couldn't really just fool with it in that regard, because as you know, a creative,
Yeah.
when you are doing your research, when you see people do the impressions of people, stuff like that, they do Ari Spears.
Yeah,
you know,
he can do everybody.
He does
Yeah.
everybody down to a T. You know what I'm
Him and,
saying? When he
what's the
does
other-
Arnold.
Godfrey.
Yeah, Godfrey too. Down to a T. Mannerisms, everything.
I mean, well, but that's a little deep. But
It
I,
is
Yeah,
deep,
I see what
but-
you're saying, though. Yeah. I see what you're
that's-
saying.
that comes
but
with
I
it.
like that record.
I like that record too.
I jam that
So, but then this is where things get interesting, and that's why I say Drake is his flaw is in this, because when Kendrick dropped that Euphoria, that should have been his moment to be like, I need to take this more serious. And I don't think that he did after that, because Euphoria is crazy. I actually think it's the most lyrical out of all these songs.
This is what I'm getting at too, because we're gonna get into the latest one that
Of course,
dropped.
of course.
This is all in the span of a week.
Yeah, 4
My
days.
birthday we celebrating birthday Sunday. This came out, what was it, Tuesday?
Tuesday. Dropped on Tuesday at noon.
No, it dropped at 8:24.
No, which one was the noon one?
Euphoria dropped at 8:24. And
Oh,
that-
yeah, because he used the, yeah, you're right. And then Kobe, you're right.
Yeah.
and
You're right.
then Euphoria was a banger.
And it was hard.
It was
It was hard.
hard.
It was hard.
Like,
Matter of fact, he
Euphoria
stepped on
was-
his own disc, because he could have let Euphoria ride for another week.
Euphoria was hard as hell. Like, that hoe was cold.
Man, this shit, because that fake leak shit
That wasn't nothing.
That wasn't nothing.
We
Man,
had.
this dude.
I was like, nah, we gotta get. We
some
about to
insight.
be.
We about to party and get. You know what I'm saying? We getting ready for the show. They said Kendrick dropped. This dude
Oh
like,
yeah, they did
took
say
off
that.
and
We gotta
tripped.
get it.
He took off to go turn it on and tripped. I was like, man, this dude is gonna hurt himself.
We gotta get
But
it.
that was fake. Well,
Yeah, it was
or
fake.
it
It
was
wasn't
old
fake. It
PG
was
Lane.
old.
Yeah.
It was
Old
old
PG
stuff.
Lane.
Yeah.
Okay, so that wasn't true. But Euphoria really. And first off, I'm gonna say this. You got Black Hebrew Israelites breaking down the lyrics. You got
The meanings.
You got the Nation of Islam breaking down the lyrics. Bro, I don't want a PhD to understand your diss record.
Yeah,
But
that's
I don't want one.
He did say in I guess the most genius way. Drake said he got to come with like a quintuple entendre.
And he
stuff.
did.
And he did twice.
And he said some shit that I don't even understand
He did it twice on one track.
on one track. Yeah. So
I was like, yo, this is insane.
Euphoria to me was crazy. To me personally, if I'm ranking them, we'll get into that here in a second. That is by far my favorite of the diss tracks, Euphoria. So then after Euphoria, we waiting on Drake. Drake hadn't responded yet. We still waiting. So Kendrick comes back with 616 in LA, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't really a diss track. It was more like
he was trying to tell him to grow up.
yeah, like it was kind of like be a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, like not even really.
But that's in a way a diss.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That is a diss.
It is a diss.
Like you telling me to grow up, nigga.
I'm grown. I'm 37.
I'm 37.
In that he says, you're 37, acting like a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
Stuff like that in there. He just kind of talking to him.
No, that could be. I mean,
No, that's
depending
a
on how.
diss.
No, because if he told you that, if he saw you tripping, like, hey, man, you grow up, you got a friend. Like, if he told you that, you wouldn't think he was dissing you.
But in some parts of this big ass dude, he likes me.
Yeah. They don't like each other.
He don't like
Yeah,
me.
they don't like each other. So I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Well, no, but in that track, he was like, nigga, what'd he say? He was like, I wasn't even gonna go this.
Oh, yeah,
I'm just trying to tell you.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, like, I ain't even-
Until you brought families in it. and
Yeah,
all
I
that,
actually
yeah.
like some, like he was
He
saying
said,
this
I
shit.
like it when you
Oh no, that was on the other one. He
that
said
was
like when Drake
Euphoria.
makes melodies.
That's when I was
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
confused. I'm like, all right, do you really just want him to?
I think that was the setup. That's the rope-a-dope.
Okay,
To me, that was the rope-a-dope.
Okay,
and
yeah,
then
okay.
Family Matters drop.
And, no. So first, Drake. No, something was before Family Matters.
No, 616
It was
in LA.
616.
Oh yeah, and then Family
And then
Matters,
Family
which everybody
Matters.
thought was gonna clear the internet because that shit was hard.
It was
I ain't
hard.
gonna lie.
He dropped the video.
He dropped the video.
The-
They responded to stuff that Kendrick said directly. He
What was
went to
the
that
restaurant
Ho
shit?
King in
That was the restaurant.
that Kendrick mentioned.
Kendrick talked about.
So what? I'm
he
just
brought
saying.
the
Let's get it.
change
What is
from,
that?
Pharrell.
That is the dumbest. That is the weakest shit to me.
But he did it though.
This
hold
is
on,
no,
what
hold
was
on,
the
hold on,
restaurant
hold on.
Ho King.
Ho King. That's
King.
where Kendrick talked
That's the
about.
name of the restaurant. Ho King.
But what's significant about the
He
restaurant?
said
Kendrick
it.
said it in the bar.
It's in Toronto.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so this is the part that I don't like. That's not a flex that you got these chains on. Y'all talked about it before. We're from the time where niggas will snatch your chain.
But that's why he did that.
No,
Because he said you hadn't snatched my chain.
he bought them.
I know, but what he said, they're saying that he shouldn't wear them because they're gonna snatch his shit. He's saying, I'm gonna wear all my chains every
Yeah.
time you see me. That's what he's doing.
Look, this is what happened. What they said it on the Travis Scott record. He was like, I melt down the chains that I bought from your boss. Like, so he bought the chains in the auction,
Yeah.
Yes.
melted them down, and like made them his own. And that's really it. That's a big boss flex.
That is not.
It
you
is.
spent your money. That's like me. Like, like
you
niggas
got
say,
it to
niggas
spend.
say, but no, this is what I'm saying though. Yeah, you got it to spend. I understand that. But that's not in this art of war.
No doubt. This
That
is art
is
of war
not
for
the
real.
flex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In regular life, if you come up and you can buy something that you cherish in your childhood,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That's cold. You feel me? Like if I just grew up, I mean, the money just comes up and I can go to the Rock and buy a Versace shirt he wore when he was a wrestler.
course.
Oh yeah, that's a flex. But buying an enemy's chains, putting money in their pocket,
Yeah.
and then wearing them, that is not
Bro,
a flex to me.
flex